Well, hi everybody. This is Alex Buriak, Senior Vice President over here at Jet Lending, and today I have Nate Hare with Directed IRA. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, rocking and rolling. Excited to work with you guys again.
Awesome. We are too. We are so excited that we ran into you at the AAPL conference in Vegas that happens every November at Caesars. And I was really, really excited that you landed here over at Directed IRA because one of the things that I always like to try to tell people is, this is a great, great, great way of building your wealth and really even trying to find private money on some of your deals that you're trying to do. But we are talking in the industries, talking on panels and things like that, I came to the realization that some people don't even know what this is. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to get with Nate and kind of bring some information to you guys about what self-directed IRAs are, who directed IRA is, and things like that. So Nate, kind of take it away. Tell us really what is self-directed IRAs what is it? What do we do with it?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Nate Hare. I'm the Vice President of Sales and Strategic Relationships at Directed IRA and Directed Trust Company. A lot of you guys might recognize me from my executive role at Quest Trust Company. And for the last 13 years, I've been teaching people about self-directed IRAs. And you're right, Alex, most people don't realize that your IRA, your 401k, your 403b, your TRS, your TSP, your retirement plans that are tax exempt do not have to just buy stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Those same plans can be, quote, self-directed and own things like real estate, all types of real estate, single family, fix and flip, a rental property, a note secured by property, which is actually one of the greatest passive ways to invest a retirement account into real estate, investing into syndications, commercial property. Tax law does not prevent us from investing in things like real estate or alternative investments. You just have to find a company that acts as your custodian to hold the assets that you want to own in your retirement account. So if you want to own stocks and bonds, great. You have Fidelity or Charles Schwab that will hold those investments. But if you want to hold other types of investments in your retirement account, like real estate, fee simple real estate, notes secured by real estate, you use a company like us, Directed IRA, Directed Trust Company, so that you can own what we call alternative assets in your retirement plan. And the reason we call them self-directed, it's because you have to tell us what the investment is. It's not a type of IRA. An IRA is an IRA. It doesn't matter where you set it up. The self-directed marketing term signifies that when you have an IRA with us, you tell us what you want us to invest in, and we'll go invest in it. And the spectrum of investments becomes much, much larger when you have a custodian like us that doesn't sell you investments, will hold anything the IRS allows. You just have to tell us what that investment is.
That is really right. So, and one thing I heard that was I think is really, really important. I heard you say, self-directed IRA, but you have like self-directed 401ks. I think there's a couple different types of IRAs you can do. There's like what types of products, like as a custodian that you guys do? Like if I'm Joe Smo, investor, I work at Halliburton. I got like a 401k over there. I'm really, really anxious to like really starting to get into some different assets. Like what types of products, what can I do?
So we've got three categories of plans that you could self-direct.
Mhm.
First would be your personal plans. Most people are familiar with these. That's a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. Now, most of those personal plans are funded from, you had an old 401k at a job you worked at, you had a 403b, you left that job and that rolled into an IRA. Sometimes it's even called a rollover IRA. That's just one category of plan that we have here available at Directed IRA that can invest in real estate or other alternative investments. So your traditional and your Roth are just one category on that menu. If you're self-employed, we have additional options for self-direction. You can set up a self-directed SEP IRA, or even one of my favorite vehicles, the self-directed solo 401k. Now, this is for business owners that don't have W-2 employees, but if you want the ability to massively fund a retirement account and have that retirement account invest in real estate, solo 401k, even the Roth solo 401k is another product that we have here available to you to self-direct. And then we have two plans that aren't even retirement plans, but can be self-directed. And these are powerful tools. If you're having a hard time as a family or as a parent paying for your family's health expenses, or even putting your kids through school because that seems to get more expensive every single year, we have self-directed health savings accounts and self-directed education savings accounts that you can set up for your kids. Now, these accounts, if I just made the long story short, they work like Roth IRAs in how they grow, completely tax-free. But as you invest those two accounts, you can use the profit immediately tax-free as a distribution to pay for qualified health expenses for you, your spouse, your family, and qualified education expenses for your kids or your grandkids. So it's not just about self-directing retirement accounts for, after 59 and a half. It's about how do you pay for current expenses with tax-free dollars. It's understanding that there are self-directed plans that can help facilitate that. So we've got, again, three categories of plans. You got traditional Roth, you've got SEP, you got 401ks, you've got HSAs and ESAs, and all of those can be set up here at Directed IRA, and all of them can invest in real estate or other alternatives.
So what you're saying is not only do you guys help with all the self-directed IRAs, self-directed 401ks, helping people manage their investments, but they can really come to you guys as custodians and guides to really restructure their wealth and how they can direct it appropriately. Would I be right to say that?
Yeah, I mean, we don't sell the investments to our clients. They have to tell us what the investment is. But I think for most people, they're just so familiar with stocks and bonds, they think that's the only investment that is available to them. And I talked to somebody last week. It was so funny. They said, and I think this is what most people think about when they think about their retirement. They think, well, it's kind of like casino chips, right? It's out there, but it's not real money to me until I'm retired. Well, the point is, though, our retirement accounts is where most Americans have their money. That's your largest source of wealth is your retirement account. We just eclipsed $45 trillion in US retirement accounts this week. $45 trillion is sitting in US retirement accounts. Yet only 2% of that is self-directed into alternatives like real estate, cryptocurrency, notes, investments into private placements or commercial property or syndications. Most people just leave their money in the market. And I don't need to tell anybody, look at what the market's doing. It is a fire sale right now, and people are just getting crushed in the market. People that have had their investments out of the market and into more, I might argue, safe and secure investments tied to real estate are feeling less of the effects right now because their assets in their retirement account were controlled by them. I'll give you an example. I've made more money in my retirement account investing my Roth IRA and my health savings account into notes secured by real estate because on the entry of that note, I got to negotiate the terms with the borrower. I got to negotiate what the borrower pays my IRA, my Roth, and my HSA, and my money is secured by the real estate that they bought. I just use my IRAs like a bank, but I don't have to turn on CNBC to see what it's worth because I get 12% interest payments or whatever the negotiated rate is right back to my account, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to deal with toilets or tenants. So it's just the ability to control what you invest in, the ability to invest in people that you know and trust, or maybe even invest into assets that are right in your local community that you can eyeball, drive by, touch, and see is something I think every investor should consider instead of just investing in Wall Street and letting them handle your gains and your losses for you.
So what you're saying, so if I came to you today, I said, Nate, I got X amount of dollars. I want to put it in this account. You're like, sure. So we put it in the account, and let's say, just like you, I don't want to deal with tenants and toilets. I don't want to rehab a property. I'm too busy, or I don't know what to do. What you're saying is I could basically either buy notes or even become like a lender to other people. Like, so when people talk about private money, would this be considered private money?
It would be considered private money. Yeah, I mean it's really the private money is a growing asset class, by the way, and so are alternatives. But the ability to, I guess, invest a retirement account in real estate, but not have to do a lot of work on it is something I think almost every American would gravitate towards if they even knew that the option was there. Most people just don't know what they don't know. And at the end of the day, for me, I know and love real estate, but I will tell you, the guys at Jet Lending, these guys know more about real estate because these guys are in the trenches with real estate. If I have some money in my retirement account, they're going to make the needle move more than I would going out and trying to find my own deals with my 9 to 5 job and traveling. So I found that being passive with my retirement accounts through either my IRA's owning a note, right? Or my IRA's invested into a fund, and that fund may be, buying real estate, or that fund might be a debt fund. I mean, that is a way that you can passively invest your retirement into real estate and still make great returns, but not have to deal with the ownership headaches that come with real estate. Most people don't even realize you could do this, and you've been able to do it since the mid 70s. And I will tell you, the numbers show it. The rich and the wealthy have been investing their IRAs and retirement accounts into alternatives since IRAs were created in the mid 70s. We're just now getting on the boat because now we're learning about it.
What would you say to somebody who's interested in potentially either transferring an IRA or 401k or starting one? What's some good basic first steps for those people?
So the first thing I would say is if you find that self-direction is a route you want to go, first thing is just set up an account. Open an IRA, pick up the phone, call us, schedule a call with somebody on my team, one of the IRA account executives, and just set up an IRA. There's no limit on how many IRAs you're allowed to have. So if you have a traditional IRA at Fidelity, you can also have a traditional IRA at Directed IRA. You don't have to shut that account down. You don't have to pick and choose. You can have both. Most of my clients have both. So just set up an account. And then when you are closer to figuring out what the investment is going to be, then just do what's called an IRA to IRA transfer. You fill out a form with us, we send it to them, they wire the funds, and you don't have to wire your entire IRA to us, just wire over what you need to invest in the alternative asset that you need to buy. So if it's just a $50,000 investment that you want to hold in your directed IRA account, just wire 50,000 from Fidelity to us. Keep some money in the market, that's fine, but move money back and forth between a custodian that'll hold public assets and a custodian that'll hold private assets. And you'll find that now you can really diversify. Now you have the ability to invest in all sorts of things. And I would make the argument if you're not invested in some sort of real estate, whether passively or actively, I mean, you're missing the largest segment of our economy. Real estate is not going anywhere, and there's always opportunity to make money in real estate. I would say there's not always ability to make money in the markets if you're not a day trader.
Well, let's say so. I'm in Houston. Where are you guys at?
Phoenix.
Phoenix. So, like, if I'm in Houston, I mean, is that okay? I mean, I can just still
Yeah.
do business with you guys over in Phoenix, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, we have clients all over the country, and in fact, interesting to know is Texas is now our largest client base. So we've got over 20,000 clients, roughly $2.5 billion under management, and most of our clients are in Texas: Houston, Fort Worth, Dallas, Austin. Yeah, so it doesn't matter where you reside. Your IRA custodian can facilitate your retirement account no matter where you live. We even have clients that have U.S. retirement accounts that don't even live in the U.S. that use us as their custodian.
That's awesome. I mean, one thing because I've been around you for years. One thing I always know about you is you love education. You're big on education. So I know it carried over. Can they go like to like a website and see education stuff, or how do they find you guys at meetings? How do they find this stuff?
Oh, yeah. So if you just go to directedira.com, go to the Learn tab, and you'll see all the education that we have that's free to anybody. You do not have to be a client to soak in that education. We do webinars, we've got podcasts, we do live events. If you guys were familiar, I was the VP at Quest for many years. We've taken that same motto of providing education, and not just education, but the networking involved in the education is something that I think every investor should leverage, is the ability not only to invest in alternative assets, but also meet people that are experts in these fields. And we still do live events. We've got a live event, our self-directed IRA summit that's coming up in Austin, April 26th. We're doing a alt asset summit in Phoenix, Scottsdale in October. This is a great place for anybody, client or no client, to come and network with other investors. But if you just are looking to soak in information, just go to our website, directedira.com. We've got YouTube channels, we've got all sorts of things. You can watch content for hours and still be, still have a lot more to watch.
That's I knew you carried over. I know it is. I mean, it's just because it's so difficult to get into this business and get the right type of people behind you. So people are really cautious, and then like, oh, look at these videos, look at this education. That's why we're doing it here. To make
Yeah.
sure people have the information they can to be successful. Well, so there's directed IRA company. You guys haven't education on your websites. You got a live event coming up. We're going to be doing stuff with you guys. I mean, you guys can see how simple and how easy it could be just to give them a call or get your account set up. What on some closing thoughts, what would you want to say to somebody who is either has an account somewhere today or is kind of
Mhm.
on the fence about making one and don't know they don't want to mess up anything, they don't want to irritate like their current job, they don't know how to ask for it. Like, what are some ideas you can give to people that are kind of on the fence?
So I'll say this, if you're looking at self-directing and you're looking at self-directed IRA companies, product we offer is all the same. The way that we offer it might be a little bit different. So when it comes to self-direction, work with a custodian that understands what you're investing in. Go to Google, check out the reviews. We've got over 1,000 five-star reviews from our clients. It's not from us. These are our clients reviewing us. We also, if people are interested, we do make self-direction a lot easier. And this is something that we offer more than any custodian because we've got a sister company law firm, KKOS Lawyers. Both Directed IRA and KKOS are both owned by Matt Sorensen, tax attorney who wrote the best-selling book on self-direction, and Mark J. Kohler, who's a nationally renowned tax attorney. And our sister company, KKOS, sets up for a lot of our clients IRA-owned LLCs that take the custodian out of the picture. If you want to partner all of your retirement plans, putting them in an LLC that you manage, and you can deploy the funds at the drop of a hat without contacting your custodian. It's a little bit more of an advanced structure, but I will tell you that there are things that you get by being a client at Directed IRA that you will never get at another custodian. So we try to, our in-office motto is we make self-direction easy. And that's who you want to work with if you're self-directing. You do not want to work with a custodian that doesn't pick up the phone and you can't get anything processed because you will hate self-direction if you deal with one of those companies.
I can attest to that. And I give you anybody who's watches, I challenge you is you go on there, go on their website, use their chat function, call their team, and you can see how easy the communication is and how good the service is. In fact, I didn't even know that you guys had like a sister company law firm. That's amazing. It's like basically everything you need in one location kind of thing, right?
Right. Yeah. 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 If you've got a custodian that says, "Oh, consult with your attorney," I mean, we've got attorneys, so consult with our other sister company. And the reason why that's good for you, it's almost a one-stop shop. You don't want to go to different places and pick up the phone. And truthfully, most attorneys they don't even understand self-direction the way that KKOS understands self-direction. So if you're looking for not only self-directed IRA services but asset protection, if you're a small business owner and you're trying to set up your business structure, I mean, they help with that. So we're really kind of a one-stop shop on wealth building, asset protection, and minimizing or eliminating taxes through investing in a self-directed retirement plan.
That's amazing. I mean, you guys don't understand what it's like if you, unless you may do, being able to go to someplace and say, "Hey, can I get an attorney? Hey, can you help me structure this? Hey, can I do this?" And get it instead of trying to find somebody else and having those people talk to this person. That person takes 2 weeks to do this. Not what I'm
Yep.
hearing.
Yep. No, yeah, yeah. We try to make it easy and we work well together because it's almost in-house. I mean, we're essentially two different companies, but KKOS is 3 floors up. I just had an attorney sitting in this room right now. We were talking about a client on what the structure would be. So again, for a client that's walking in, that's going to save you weeks, if not months, getting your investment to the goal line when you've got two teams dedicated to setting up a proper structure for you to self-direct.
Well, that's amazing. Well, anything else that we can tell everybody? One, I want them to know who you are again, how to
Mhm.
contact you, what website to go to, and I mean, I want to make it easy. I need people need to go to this place and set this up. Tell
Yeah,
tell
I
tell
just go to directedira.com. And the first thing I would do is schedule a call. Schedule a call with one of my specialized IRA account executives and make sure that you mention Jet Lending because we've got special promo codes and special discounted pricing that you will not see on the website for Jet Lending referrals and Jet Lending clients. So just pick up the phone, schedule a call, tell them you heard of Jet Lending, and we'll take it from there.
Well, Nate, I really appreciate your time educating the community on this. We really appreciate it. We know how super busy you are, and you still carved out some time to really tell everybody how to get this done. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Alex. I'm excited to work with you guys.
Awesome, man. You have a great day, okay?
You too.